Shri Gurupyo Namaha. Hello students, I am Rukmani from Ponvidyashram. So today's session we are going to start with the recap from the poem The Lake Isle of Innisfree by William Butler Yeats. Let me start with the introduction of the author William Butler Yeats. The author William Butler Yeats is widely considered to be one of the greatest poets of 20th century. Yeats maintained his cultural roots, featuring Irish legends and heroes in many of his poems and plays. As Yeats began concentrating his poetry on Irish subjects, he was compelled to accompany his family in moving to London at the end of 1886. There he wrote poems, plays, novels and short stories, all with Irish characters and scenes. In addition, he produced book reviews usually on Irish topics. Most of Yeats' poetry, however, used symbols from ordinary life and from familiar traditions, and much of his poetry in 1890s continued to reflect his interest in Irish subjects. During this decade, he also became increasingly interested in poetic techniques, and now Yeats wanted poetry to engage the full complexity of life, but only insofar as the individual poet's imagination had direct access to experience or thought, and only insofar as those materials were transformed by the energy of artistic articulation. So he was from the first to last a poet who tried to transform the local concerns of his own life by embodying them in a resonantly universal language of his poems. So with this I complete the author's introduction. Now let me start with the summary of the poem. Before the summary, let me just read the poem once. The Lake Isle of Innisfree. I will arise and go now and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin built there of clay and wattles made. 9 beamed rows will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the beloved glade. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the vales of the morning to where the cricket sings. There midnight's all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evening full of the linnet's wings. I will arise and go now, for always night and day I hear lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore, while I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's grey, I hear it in the deep heart's core. Now let me tell you the summary of this poem. In this poem, I refers to the poet William Yeats, who says that he wants to go to Innisfree. There, he will build a small room for himself with clay and small sticks that he will use to make walls and fences of the cabin. Also, when he will live there, he will need some food to eat. So he will grow 9 rows of beans near his cabin. Along with that, he will have a beehive to get fresh honey from the beehive. Moreover, the poet says that the open space where he will build his room will be full of the buzzing sound of the bees. There he will live alone in peace and calmness. In the second paragraph, the poet says that when in Innisfree, he will feel peaceful. and gradually he will feel peaceful as the feeling of peace is felt slowly. He also describes how he would feel peaceful. When it is cloudy in the morning and the view of the sky is not very clear, then it will appear as if the morning has worn a veil and has hidden. Moreover, looking at this scene makes him feel peaceful. Also, he says that when cricket sings their song, that sound will also bring him peace. In the midnight, when he sees the twinkling in this night sky, their shine brings him peace. During the afternoon, when the sunlight gives a purplish glow, which also gives him peace. In the evening, when he sees the linnet bird flying in the sky, then again he feels peaceful. In this third paragraph, the poet states that now he will take a chance and will go to Innisfree because all this time the sound of the lake waters striking the shore repeats in his mind. In addition, the sound of the lake attracts him towards the lake. Moreover, whenever he is standing on the roadway or on the grey colored pavements, he hears the sound deep in the innermost part of his heart. So this is the short summary of the poem. Hope you understood the complete meaning of the poem, students. Now we are going to read and discuss the exercise given back at the end of the chapter. So let me start with the first part, comprehension. Under comprehension, part A, tick the correct options. So here questions are given with the options. So you'll have to read the question, read the options and pick out the right option for that question. So now let me read the first question. The speaker wishes to go to option A castle, B, an island, C, a dreamland. Number 2, the speaker hopes to find in Innisfree A, fairies, B, peace and tranquility, C, love and friendship. Third question, the poet hears the sound of a blank space is given when he is away from Innisfree. Options A, linnets, B, lake water, C, crickets. Question number 4. In Innisfree, the poet wants to live A, in the lap of nature, B, an active life, C, both A and B. Question number 5. The phrase be loud glade suggests A, a glade that is noisy, B, a glade where one can hear the sound made by the bees, C, a glade that is full of bees. Students, I'll just give you a few seconds time to read the question and pick out the options. So you tick the correct options and keep it ready. So you can just check with the answers in the next section of this video. Now let me discuss the answers. So answer for the first question, it's option B, an island. Answer for the second question, it's option B, peace and tranquility. Third question, B, lake water. Fourth question, the answer is A, in the lap of nature. Fifth question, option A glade that is noisy. So the next part that we are going to look into is punctuation. So here, identify the errors made in using apostrophes in this passage. So just go through the passage. So find out the errors and you have to edit the passage. So students, I'll just give you a few seconds time to just go through the passage and mark down the errors. So in the next section, I will give you the answer. You can check your answer with the answer given. Okay, students? So, okay, now you can just check the answer given in the video with the answers you have written. Now, in this section, I'm going to discuss about the writing skills, which is the last part given in your exercise. So before reading the question, let me explain you what is an essay. An essay is a piece of writing that is written to convince someone of something or to simply inform the reader about a particular topic. So in order for the reader to be convinced or adequately informed, the essay must include several important components to make it flow in a logical way. The main parts to an essay are the introduction, body, and conclusion. So you can just find this in your textbook. So in a standard short essay, 5 paragraphs can provide the reader with enough information in a short amount of space. So as I told you, so the main parts of an essay is the introduction part, body part, and the conclusion. An essay is written about one topic that has several main points. The main points are introduced in an introductory paragraph and supported in body paragraphs. The conclusion is the last paragraph. In the introduction paragraph, you'll have general statements and information about the topic. The body paragraph, it supports the main ideas of the topic. And the conclusion is nothing but the brief summary of the main points of the essay. The general statements. What do you mean by general statement? So an introductory paragraph is the first paragraph in an essay. General statement is a few sentences about your subject that catch the attention of your reader. So that is the first point. You have to keep it in mind when you start writing an essay. The body paragraph. The body consists of one or more paragraphs following the introduction. So each paragraph supports the main idea of your essay by breaking it down into smaller ideas or subtopics. So each body paragraph consists of a topic sentence and several supporting sentences. A conclusion sentence draws the paragraph together. The last part of the essay is conclusion. The conclusion paragraph is the last paragraph in the essay. It completes the essay by summarizing or repeating the most important ideas. The conclusion can also include an opinion, a prediction, or a solution to a problem. So now let me read the question given in your exercise part. You recently visited a hill station with your parents. The hill station was full of natural beauty and you were captivated by it. Write an essay describing the beauty of the place, highlighting the features that struck you the most. So we have discussed in detail the complete guidelines of writing an essay. So I think students just go through the topic once again and follow the guidelines given in the video and start writing an essay. So while you write an essay, follow all the guidelines that I have taught you in this video with the same format. Format is very important, children. Follow the same format and guidelines and write down the essay. So with this, I conclude this session. So we have come to the end of the session. Thank you, students. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.